Hey guys, in this video we are doing the user ID control by class parameters, data leakage in the redirect. So in here it says that in the access control is leaking sensitive information in the body of a redirect response. So start this lab, you need to obtain the API key and Carlos submit the solution. Alright. Okay, so if we log in here to our username, and see. So we see that we have API key, username. Come in here, we see that we have here, this is my account slash my account question mark ID equals winner. So winner. You can see that. And see in the response it says the 302 found, which is usually which when you get 300, that means it's like a redirect of some kind. That could be 301, 302. So it says it's found, and see that we have all the information which was printed here on the screen here in the application. So what we can do is we can switch this to Carlos, and we see that it's successful and it's found the redirect. So it says follow redirect, but we don't have to. So you see here that we have the information on the Carlos user here. Is in his API key, and we just submit this, and then the lab should be done. Now that a little bit was easy to do. And the reason why that was a vulnerability, so in the body, usually in a body with like accounts, you you will find that like it will redirect you to the login page. So if you see this is follow redirect, so when we follow this redirect, it'll say 200 OK, and we'll give you like the dashboard or the login, actually the login back. But in this case, it shows you the contents of this account information here that's applied to user ID. And so sometimes you might find that like you might find like a username, like a email, password, or in this case, the API key. So you can use the API key further anywhere else in the application that accepts API keys for authentication. So that's another way you can like escalate this if you find that like in applications during pivots or anything like that. And so since this lab was short and simple, we'll do the lab after this one to go into this one. And this one is user IDs controlled by class parameters with password disclosure. So in the user account page, it contains the existing current user's password, pre-filled on a mass input. So you just log in and retrieve the admin's password. You log in as the admin, delete the Artist user. So we'll log in here. This. All right. So we come in here and we log in to the credits they gave us. Now, and then to test what requests come through, we'll just update email, update password. Okay. So it says, so we see that like we have two, maybe three interesting requests. So we see here it says change email that text. No, that's not one. No, that's another one. But these other two, like the change my password, I thought they would be a good kind of thing to test for, but I don't think so. So let me send this real quick. Send this. Here's a 200. Okay, so if we change this to administrator, we get 200. Okay, so now we need to see where so we see that there's it looks like two passwords. I think it's this one, this random string here, ending lab. So if we log in, so if we like log out, log in as the admin, and then try to see if it allows this password. If not, we'll try the one above it. Yeah, it was successful. See, we found so in the body of this, we found valid password of rent. It's not even like a common password. It's just random numbers and values. So then let's go to the admin panel here and delete the user here. See, in weird cases like that, they would think, oh yeah, they don't know my username and password. They don't know my using. They don't know my password. I'll just use whatever, like 8,000 with 8,000 different characters not equal to actual words. Well, if you have things like this, it's kind of pointless to have a weird complex 20 character username that can be easy be guessed. If you have things like that where it's just hidden in the HTML with in this way when people can just inspect it, that's kind of like what's the point if you have stuff like that? You just have hidden HTML. It's like, hey, it's hidden, but like it doesn't help. The only the easiest way to fix this would be to not do this, to not put the password like this, even if so, like at least have it be encoded, at least something. Not just have it decoded like this with no type of like you could easily they could have easily done this with like an online, even though I wouldn't do that. Use like a at least use an online encoder, at least use something in the application that will like automatically have the person's password encoded so it can be easily translated and just copy and paste it with a single click of a mouse like that. That's just bad practice. So that'd be it for this video, these two labs. And then the next video we'll be covering is iDoors. So we're basically doing iDoors, but it's a little different. These we're doing is just getting login information, API keys. This might be, I think this completely covers, encompasses everything that the labs we're doing. Yeah, so the next video we'll be doing insecure direct object references. See you guys next time.